Just think you can flap your yap. No cap, yo, we looking at the facts and stats. Second city gritty to across the map. Put your cleats on your feet while we run some laps. Buckle up your seat while we have some chats. Who the GOAT on the court, pictures and running backs. Plug in your jacks and you're whipping your phone. Shalom, let's get it on, just a set in the tone.
Welcome everyone to the Setting the Tone podcast, and we're about to bear down with our mid-season review for the Chicago Bears as they sit right now 5-3. Fellas, how y'all living, man?
Second in the division.
Yes, sir. As we coordinate with our Bears jerseys, Khalil Mack jerseys.
There you go. There you go. It's what we do. It's what we do. Straight Bears
and fans. The hats are coordinated. The hats are coordinated. Everybody got the same color.
Right.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Right. Straight Bears fans here. Let's give it to them.
Hey, fellas.
Bear the fuck down.
Bear the fuck down for sure. Hey, so we kind of at the midway point, 8 games, 9 games. You know, that's around the midway point of the season. How y'all feel about the team? Just not your grades yet, just your feelings. How you feel about the team's progress going so far from game 1 to game 8?
It's been a progress. It's been a slow, steady, sometimes painful progress, but progress is being made. And I mean, progress is being made. So this is something that we ask for as fans. We can see this offense starting to take off, starting to get his footing. I mean, the defense is something to be left. You know, it's a lot to be left for the defense, but you know, it's a progress.
Right.
And it looks a lot better than the last few seasons.
It sure does. Me myself, a little bit of piggyback off what J Mac said. You can see the progress, and that's the most important part. That's what we use as a telltale sign to say keep going in that direction. So that's a good thing. He can tell that what he's doing is working. So I'll take that in the 8 game halfway through the season. I'll take that. You know, at the beginning we were talking about, you know, it's all new on all avenues except for special team. They still got Coach Hightower, but everything else is new. And we were saying how the defense and the running game would have to carry the offense. Well, it was the other way around. You know, the offense was putting up points and we were just hanging on for dear life. The running game is shaping up. That's a plus, which is, you know, it's showing what it can do when you can run that ball. All of a sudden receivers are wide open. Defense, you know, we still getting takeaways, so that's a good thing. But these, you know, the injuries have really had a toll on what we could be doing. So, you know, it's just interesting to see what we could do if we was healthy. But yeah. I'm pleased. I'll take 5-3. That win after we lost the same game last year. Not the same game, but, you know, the same record last year. That win against the Bengals was important because I think if we would have lost that game after being up by 2 scores, I think that we would do it for a loop mentally. So that win was important.
It would have been like last season with the Commanders, huh? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know if we would have fell as far, but it would have been in our minds, and it would have been a harder hill to climb. So that win steadied the ship, and I think it should show this next game along with my one guy. I think we found our knuckles, players. I think we found knuckles.
Hey,
I love the way he runs that ball.
I want to bring up something real quick because J Mac touched on the defense.
Okay.
Was our defense better under Eberflus last season?
I think so.
Only reason why the defense would be better under Flus is because he had more healthy players.
And they're running the same defense. They know it already.
Right. And our secondary is decimated.
Yeah.
We got JJ out.
CJ.
Right. Kyler is out. Who else? Smith, he's out.
Smith never made it, right.
For the year.
Right, he never made it. I mean,
but he was a hard hit son of a bitch. Yeah.
Yeah, so we our secondary is decimated, and I don't think Wright would be starting if JJ was out there.
Absolutely not.
So
So
I just think.
So
No, go ahead.
so no, I'm being rude. I wasn't trying to be rude. I just wanted to get before I forget the point. You mentioned JJ. I don't. Is he out for the year? Are we looking at him to come back at any time this year?
Maybe
Because I know
later
they
on down
brought
the
him back.
line if we make the playoffs. I'm
Oh, okay.
thinking.
Well, he out for the year then. We still got a chance to make the playoffs. I
they
think
playing it smart. They didn't put him on IR or anything like that. They didn't
right,
rule him out for the season.
right,
So maybe they hoping
Right.
at some point, he'll be back. But yeah. All right.
right.
So
Well,
it's our secondary is holding our defense up, you saying?
not just the secondary. Well, you know that that defensive line is some some pitiful too. You know, so
Yeah,
it is
yeah. And
especially with.
they not as banged up, so they should be doing better.
No, actually, we don't lost 3 defensive ends.
Yeah, I know Turner went
On
out for the year, but he was never there in the beginning, so we can't really, we never saw what we got. I'm not gonna, use him as an excuse. But who else?
Damrob, and just Dio. So that's 3 defensive ends. And
Right.
well,
Well, we
and
just lost
Turner,
Dio, right?
yeah.
So
So
I
we
mean, he's
got we
sucking
got
people.
To
we
be
got to go
honest,
with Book.
we lost Dio after game 1 because he ain't been shit since.
And
He's
that's what
been
I
a
said. I'm like,
he's been a
He just
body
been
though.
there. He just been there a
Right.
body.
but that's what I'm saying.
No,
I was like, didn't we just lose him? I
yeah,
was
yeah,
like, he
yeah. I
ain't
know
been
what
shit
you're
all year
saying,
anyway. So
but I'm just saying he just been a
Yep.
body. He ain't been doing shit.
right.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
He ain't did. Well, you know what I'm gonna say. He ain't did
He
shit
eat
since
for free.
that sack against the second string left tackle.
Yeah,
Ain't
that's
seen him
it.
since.
I ain't seen him
Ain't
since.
seen him
Yeah,
since. Right.
doing
Him
what you're
going,
supposed to do against a second stringer since your ass a starter
he ain't gonna, yeah, he
Facts.
ain't gonna be missed.
at all. I didn't know he
Nope.
was. I didn't even know his number until I seen him get hurt. I don't know who dude is. He ain't been shit. I ain't heard his name. I don't remember. I remember him signing him, but he ain't been shit.
He ain't been shit. Pose, man.
He hasn't been an impact at
Pose still in
all.
my doghouse for that. But anyway,
Yeah,
uh,
but Booker back.
Booker is back. Yes, I'm excited about that. Um,
Right.
what kind of grade do you guys give the defense? Since we've been speaking about them, what's the overall grade for the defense at this point of the season?
I'm gonna let Boss Man
I'm
go
a,
with that first.
okay. I would. I'm gonna give him a C. I would. I kind of want to make that a minus because the only thing that I see that's a glimmer is the turnovers. Right? I mean, we
Yeah.
can't stop the run. We can't. I mean, they passing all over us. I mean, the kind of day that T. Higgins had. I mean, come on, really? So, but you can't displace the fact that we lead in the league in turnovers. You can't displace that. You know what
Hey,
I mean? So, I mean takeaways, not turnovers. I'm sorry, takeaways.
T.
So you can't displace that.
Jamar Chase was like T. Higgins is receiver 1, not 1A, not 1B. We said 1. He made it a
Yeah.
point to say 1, not 1A. I was like,
Right.
damn, the Bears made
But
him
he
look that
is.
good.
That's
No,
all I'm
but he
man. I'm
is
dude.
though.
And then, but you know what though? Them catches that were making, man, they wasn't as like that catch he made to score. That man, dude was
Yeah,
right there. He just made
that
a
was
hell
a
of a catch.
tough ass catch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the one over the
Uh,
shoulder when he caught that joker over the shoulder right there close to the line of scrimmage, man. What can you do against that? I mean,
Yeah.
that's why I give
Hey,
him a C
no.
because some of them plays were just awesome. I'm sorry.
what you think, J Mac? The grade for the defense.
I'm giving it a D, man. I can't. A C is too much. That's being too
And I don't
generous.
disagree. That's
To me,
why I said I
that's
might give
being
him.
too. Yeah, they giving up an average of six and a half yards per play. That's last in the NFL.
So 2
Yeah,
plays,
so
they
when
getting the
you
other team getting the first down. and
yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's it. Every two
that's
plays. That's why the defense
that's
be so tired at the end of the game.
that's not good at all. We gave up the third
It's not.
most passing TDs with 20, the 12th most
Well,
passing yards.
what's the
So
what's the third down? What's third down defense?
third
that's
down
probably our
defense.
best part of our defense.
I
Yeah,
know. That's
actually
what I'm
it
asking.
is.
I know. What is
Actually
it?
it is. Damn. I'm sorry. third down defense, we fifth best.
So that's where my C came from.
34%.
That's where my C come from. Yeah, with that plus the turnover, that's where the C came from. C minus. That's why I said my C minus because that's a nice third down. That's nice, and then leading and takeaways. That's nice. So I just a D. I don't disagree, but a C minus seems more likely.
Anybody know how many points we giving up per game?
20. I'm in front of the hospital. 28. I can't even look it up.
28.
I think it's done went up then because it was 25.6 a couple weeks ago.
It's too high. 28 is too high.
Right, because they just put up 42.
And then the Lions put up 52. That's a big part of it right there.
Right. And like DA said, they unfortunately we can't close out games, and that's something that we need to learn in the second half. When you get a team down, and you up by 20 in the fourth quarter.
Are you kidding
me? They come down and score 15 points in 50 seconds.
Yeah. Now,
right.
A little bit of that
better at closing out games.
A little bit of that is not on the defense. Part of that is on the special teams with the kick. What you call that? The onside kick. And part of that is the referee taking away the interception by pick six by Tremaine Edmonds. So if we got that pick six on the board, game over. Game over. Y'all agree or no?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like they fuck us one good time every week. They screw us one good time, and it plays a part in the way the game ends.
He fuck us one good time. I almost choked.
Every goddamn game, though, bro. It's like
shit.
It's like spin the bottle, get him. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that's missing is that meme that say, "Gotcha, bitch."
Unfortunately, I can't put it all on the ref. You got to put some of that on the players too. You can't commit turnover. You can't commit penalties.
Yeah.
And on defense, you gotta stay true to the scheme. If you letting people open over the seam and people, I don't know. It's blame to go all the way around. On that defense.
Let me piggyback before you jump on. I agree with you, J Mac. I really do, but you can't displace bad referee because bad referee can turn the game over. I'm not going to put it all on the ref because one play don't make a fucking game. So I agree with you on that.
No doubt.
But we're not trying when you're playing the game and you out here. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said we're not trying to make the game. We're talking about how to close out games. That one play changed the trajectory of closing out the game, in my opinion.
And that's my point. Some of them plays are detrimental to the way the game ends. And then when you're out there giving this type of effort and every time you turn around and say yellow flag, that deflates your players a little bit. And that's got nothing to do with preparation. That's got nothing to do with messing a play up. It's got to do with bad calls. What am I supposed to do? Is every time I walk right is a flag. I reach left is a flag. Pretty soon you get shell shocked and you don't play as aggressive as you're supposed to play. As supposed to play.
Aggressive.
Very good. Yep, I agree.
Yeah, that's only the truth is the truth. But at the same time, 41-27, the game should have been over.
All right, so
there's no way.
My man, let's talk about Montez Sweat real quick. The prize player on the defensive line. So the man has 4 sacks, 8 games into the season.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say he keeps that trajectory. That trajectory. He ends up with 8 or 9 sacks by the end of the season. Is that a good season?
For him, I think so because it's on his average.
Okay,
I was going to say that too. Yeah,
I think we just expect more. With his second contract and with how he's been playing, and you just going off his potential. But if he end up with 8 or 9 sacks, that's pretty much his average. That he's had throughout his career.
Okay.
And you know what? Hey man, the jersey thing we doing, man. I don't know, J Mac. We agreeing more today than we ever did. I agree totally with you. I'm just saying, yeah. you can't get mad because you signed him and he was averaging 8 sacks. So that's what you can expect. But we do expect more because you're Montez Sweat. And you know what you're doing over here. You're used to the culture. Get back on what you was on in Washington. So we expect it, but hey, the man get 8 sacks. You got to call that a good year for him because that's what he's used to doing. I think he should have more. Maybe you do the trajectory a little bit on the higher spectrum because he's got one each game. The last 3 games, I'm thinking.
Yeah, last
Right?
3.
I think
Yeah.
so. I think so.
So now you can say he's on the uptick, right? So if he keeps that trajectory, then maybe he get to 10 or 12.
Okay. Yeah, he's averaging
Looking back,
8.7 sacks a
maybe that was
season. He's averaging 8.7 a season.
Okay.
So he's on par for what he normally does.
normally does.
Did we pay him for 8-9 sacks? I don't know.
Hell no. Oh, hell no.
Whether you
Hell
think it's
no.
whether you think it's fair or not, you did your assessment. You hired that man under an 8.7 average. You knew that before you put his name on the dotted line. So maybe we was thinking that he could be better, but we paid him for what we paid him for, 8.7 sacks a year.
And he's also good in the run game too. So
he sure is.
And he's leading the team in TFLs. So he's been productive. It's just that quiet production. He ain't stood out too, yeah. Right. He ain't stood out like a Max Crosby or TJ Watt or Myles Garrett.
The Bosa brothers, Garrett, yeah.
Right.
Hey, I ain't even trying to put nobody in the same stratosphere as Myles Garrett, man.
Oh,
not ever.
No.
Not ever.
And we ain't got no Myles Garrett on our team.
Everybody right.
Yeah, we definitely
ain't got no Myles Garrett in our city, bro.
Hey, so with that being said, what's the grade for Montez Sweat at the midpoint?
I took the last one, J Mac. You right.
I give him a
right.
I give him a C.
Okay.
Give him a C.
You give him a C.
Average.
Okay.
Right.
You a tough teacher. I'm glad you ain't grade my papers.
Tough. I'm gonna tell you this.
No, I feel
I'm
what
gonna
you're
go.
saying, Matt.
Right.
I love it. I'm gonna go C plus B minus because it's being a defensive end is more than just getting sacks. You are in charge of holding that edge, and you're expected to make a tackle when they press you, and he's good. Like we said, he's good in the run, and sacks don't always account for pressure either. So it's the silent killers out there too that help us. The rushing him to make the throws that turn out for interceptions. You know what I mean? To make him hit your footsteps, maybe throw it, a little shorter. So I think a C plus B minus is fair. And you put in all the intangibles.
And talk about pressures and
we talked about that last episode, me and J Mac, and I looked up his numbers, and his pressures are equal to Booker, and Booker played way less snaps.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
And
you also got to think about the times he's getting double teamed, and
I'm just talking about the last game. I ain't talking about the season.
But
the last game. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Okay. Gotcha.
And also, while we on the defense, and you got to think about we 53 missed tackles. I think.
Are you freaking kidding me?
53 as on the whole. I think we need
to improve on
that.
Yes, sir.
QB hits. We definitely need to improve on that. 35 for the year. That's ass.
It feel like they escape us all the time, man. The QBs
get away what's from the us. NFL average? Anybody know the NFL average on QB hits so we can compare?
No, I don't know that.
That I didn't. I can find it,
but you said 35 QB hits
on the year.
Yeah, we could find out the average through.
Come on, J Mac, you are a statistician, man.
If I was at home, I'm telling you, because I love this. If I was at home,
if I was there, that's why I say I got to do some homework, because I ain't that fast on this shit.
Hey, whenever you do, I would love to hear it. So don't worry about it. You ain't got it. It ain't no.
Okay. Question: Tremaine Edmonds.
Okay.
What kind of grade y'all giving that brother?
Oh, I'm gonna go first because J Mac finna kill him.
Actually, not. I'm not.
This year? You talking about this year?
Of course, we only talking about the 8 games. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's got 4 interceptions minus the one, or no, he had 5 until they took the other one away, right? So he's got 4 interceptions as a linebacker.
No, he kept that. He got 4.
They just took away the pick 6.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so he's got 4 interceptions through 8 games at linebacker. I'm gonna give him a B. I don't like the way he tackle. I think he's not a forceful tackle like Edwards, but he can run with them tight ends better than Edwards. So I give him a solid B.
I'm giving him the B plus.
Okay, I don't disagree. I can run with that.
I give him a B.
Oh,
it's hard to give anybody an A on this team with the way on the defense, especially with the way it looks.
Right.
right.
Exactly.
And his game picked up once Edwards came back. I mean, you can clearly.
Well, he had that double interception game when Edwards was out though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I thought his play got better.
The level did because he got his running mate back in the game.
Right, he got his running mate with him. So I'm gonna give him a solid B on that.
Hey, that's like Otis Wilson without Wilbur Marshall, man. He needed him.
Man, talk about it, boy. You just said something now. You just said something now, boy. To piggyback off of that, this is a case where the overall grade of the defense hurt his grade, because if he was on a team that was winning, his performance would be an A, outstanding A, without a question. But because of the overall player of our defense, you could, like you said, Tone, you can't get anybody an A on our defense.
Nah. Nope. All right, I'm gonna get one more defensive player because
red zone numbers.
What's that? Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, especially with these red zone numbers.
Yeah,
they don't look good.
No, we got to put some points on the board, man. Some touchdowns on the board.
No, I'm talking about as far as the defense.
Oh, you're talking with the defense. Oh, yeah.
29 attempts in the red zone, they done gave up 18 touchdowns. So
how many scores?
I'll say this to Flu's defense: they were tough in the red zone, and that ain't got nothing to do with the DBs really, because they were stopping the run.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, and you know what though? What is this guy's problem with blitzing? DA.
I think he don't have all his weapons, so he's kind of scared to blitz because he'll leave himself open. If you don't have Kyler Gordon and Jalen Johnson.
But with the way we snatching that ball out the air, man, rushing him to make a pass may be a plus for us, man.
Hey, in the whole season, according to these stats right here, we don't blitz 62 times for an average of 22% of in the game average. So
that's not good.
Not a real. He's not a real big blitzer.
Right. So, but what I'm saying is, if your front four isn't getting the job done, then you just gonna keep letting them destroy us. You know what I mean?
Think about this, boss. Think about this. If your front four ain't getting the job done, so now you got to send an extra player, and we already getting killed in the backfield. We getting killed. That's just gonna make it worse.
And he's always sending the slot corner if he blitz anybody.
He's sending the slot corner or the safety.
Right. And so that's what he wanted to do. Well,
what was you saying?
Did I get? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so what I was saying about making haste, making the quarterback get happy feet. The throws are not as crisp. Our A part of the grade A on our defense is the takeaways, and takeaways are manufactured by making that quarterback feet happy. So yeah, it could make it worse because we already getting killed over the top. But if you're making his feet happy and he's throwing that ball with a little bit more, arc on it, or he's not making it as a sharp throw, then maybe some of these interceptions that we get because of that.
Good point. That's possible. Or if we don't get home, if we don't get home on the blitz, now we got one less DB back there. And we already struggling. We already struggling.
Yeah. Well, the blitz is a crapshoot. So yeah,
it is. But at the same time, I don't think those takeaways that we got, I don't think it was it can't be a product of the line. I mean, because shit, we only manufacture 15 hurries. So you ain't
right.
moving
But it
Hey, we
don't have
lead
to
the
be
league in
quarterback too
takeaways.
much. Right, but
right. That's what I'm saying.
But you ain't moving the quarterback too much to get him off his spot. So
But
he's just making errant throws. And the
listen,
DB's jumping
these
the
are not
routes.
coverage interceptions we're getting, guys. These are not, good coverage. These are bad throws, or the
Right, that's what
linebackers
I'm
getting to the
saying.
correct depth. These are not, I'm holding him, locking down. This is not that seatbelt coverage. We don't have that. So
No,
where's it coming from then? So how are we getting interceptions then?
I just think it's good.
The
Go ahead, G Mac.
no. I just think it's just good play on the from the secondary and
Yeah,
the linebackers.
I think so
Because
too. It's more of a they jump in the routes. They seeing the plays
thank you.
develop.
That's
Yeah,
They
what
seeing
right,
the plays develop. And
right.
they know where the
right.
ball is going. That's just good film work, I guess.
So right. So now what happens when that doesn't happen? When we don't make the right decision or we don't jump the route?
We lose.
Well, we
They're
seen
killing us
that the
over the
first
top.
two.
They're
We
killing us
seen
over the
that.
top.
We
Yeah.
seen that with Baltimore. No
Yeah.
turnovers. We got
Because I'm gonna
zero.
tell you this, we should have beat the shit out of Baltimore, guys.
Yeah, I don't want to
Yeah,
talk
We should have
about
beat the shit out
it.
of Baltimore.
Yeah.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
I mean,
that was my. I go on a trip every year. That was my game this year, right?
okay.
I didn't go because the doctor wouldn't clear me to fly, but yeah, I had my Lamar jersey. I'm like, listen, I love the Bears, but if I can get some ink from Lamar, I'm getting it.
Right
But
on,
yeah, I
right
didn't
on.
get to make my trip this year. Yeah.
Well,
All right.
hopefully you'll make your trip next year.
Let's move to
Y'all
the
need to come
offensive
on, get
side of the ball,
y'all need to come
fellas.
with.
Let's move to the offensive side of the ball.
Let's
Let's
do
talk
that.
about that offensive line. Let's grade them out, fellas. What would you give the offensive line, J Mac?
B plus.
B plus.
B plus.
The
A
sacks are
huge
down.
improvement.
The
Thank
sacks are
you.
way down. The run blocking is great. The pass blocking is good.
Pass blocking has been good.
It's good. That's what I said. It's good.
Even
I ain't gonna say
also,
great
young
like I
man.
said the run blocking. I'm gonna just say good. It's been good. The
Yeah.
penalties,
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're
But
not as
Right.
bad. If we're talking about it, may be a marginal, increase, but we are getting better. And not as we ain't getting.
no, they're a lot
Oh
better than
my
last
God,
year.
that Minnesota game.
They're a
Yeah,
lot better. I'm gonna
man.
give them props
Yeah.
for that.
From the beginning of the year to now, we're a lot better, in my opinion.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. And that
Man,
and the offensive line is the reason why this run game is actually starting to take off.
Hmm.
I'm trying to tell you. And then that boy run
So
that ball tough, man. I give it a. I'm gonna say B plus, only because of how poorly we started in the beginning. If we're judging the whole 8 week period or just that game.
We're judging the whole 8 week period. We're not talking
I'm
about.
thinking whole
Yeah.
eight
Okay.
weeks.
So, but yeah, so
B
because
plus.
of the way we started, I will give it a B plus because even though we lost to the Baltimore, you can see where the run game was going if we could have stayed on track. When they started doing what they did, we started getting pass happy, and then the line would get a lot more respect if the young man would let the ball go. I don't know what his thing is about throwing to the checkdowns consistently. I'm not saying he doesn't because Ben made a point to say that on one of his interviews after the game. But if he can hit that guy, stop trying to be Superman off script all the time. If you look at the play when he got sacked, he had one guy in the flat. He had I think it was Loveland going the opposite way, running an over route, and then he had a deep over route that he could have hit. I think it was being run by Rome Odunze. And that was three different people he could have hit if he just let the ball go and throw where they're going to be instead of throwing the ball where they're at. And that is the problem with a lot of these young men. They have to physically with their eyes see their receiver open before they throw the freaking ball instead of doing like the great
Throwing with anticipation.
lead that receiver.
Yeah. Throwing with
The
anticipation.
boy scared of turning
Yeah.
it over. I'm
That's that Flus effect.
gonna give it could be. I'm gonna give the offensive line a B. I love, like I said earlier, I love the blocking, but the pre-snap penalties is just way too many, and that just drops the grade for me. It's just
Yeah,
way too many for the season.
yeah,
They got to
it
clean
is.
that up. By this point,
It get hard to watch.
and it should have been cleaned up by week 3 or 4, but it's still not.
Yeah,
Because I always
Listen,
feel like the
them
first couple
penalties are
games is still like preseason. But yeah, it should have been cleaned up by 3 or 4.
right.
Anybody on the offensive
But
line
look,
y'all
I
want to
think
go ahead,
I
Ron. Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say I think the addition of Benedette to the offensive line until they get situated and steady, then those penalties is gonna start to go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those penalties is gonna start to throw down once he get more acclimated into the starting lineup.
He is currently the weakest link on the offense currently. So hopefully he can get it together. I
True.
I don't have a whole lot of expectation from him, but I hope he gets better. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Anybody y'all want to
definitely.
point out on the offensive line that y'all want to grade out, or y'all just want to do the whole group? Any particular player?
if
Uh,
go ahead, J Mac. I'll go after you.
you know me, I'm a right guy. I love right.
Yeah,
I love the way he moving along that
he
offensive
was one of the
line.
guys as the main culprit
Everybody,
of the pre-snap penalties early in the season too. He's cleaned it up a
right?
little bit. He's cleaned it up.
That's true, but his play got to supersede that. I mean, gosh, yeah. I mean, come on now. It's just his play is better than those few penalties, and
Bro, those
even though
penalties stalled scoring drives. Do you remember those games?
yeah, but those games we won. Those games we won. And still, I don't think this run game really takes off on that right side without him.
I agree 100%. I just ain't gonna push
Uh,
the pre-snap penalties to the side. I agree with everything you're saying about him, but I don't think it supersedes the penalties because that shit is like Achilles heel to the offense. Every time we get going, I'd be like, "Fuck, another penalty."
I don't know,
That's
but
all.
right, my dude. I love me some right now. I mean,
He your Tevin Jenkins now.
well, I mean, I've always been. I wanted us to draft him, so I want it right. That was my guy, and
What
I'm
school is he
still
from?
out.
Tennessee.
Yep, yep, Tennessee. Yeah,
Okay.
he's a damn good right tackle, and I,
All,
I see
Yeah,
is
yeah.
he all pro or Pro Bowl level?
Pro Bowl.
right now. Yeah, right now he's Pro Bowl level, definitely.
Listen, I man, listen. You could have took what J Mac said, and that's my answer. Darnell Wright. Darnell Wright is the best lineman in the game and on our team right now. And especially when he get out and come around that corner with a head full of steam.
Ooh,
Come on, man.
beautiful,
And then did you see
beautiful,
he got two of them at the same time? Come on, man. That's what you do,
beautiful.
man. That's what you see. You don't get the way I train my linemen is you have to get over the fact that you're not going to get all the hoopla that the position skills got. So get over that and then go ball out. And that right there, the way he's balling right now, man, with that, when he move, you're gonna move as you're gonna get hurt. That man is playing some ball. That
Yeah,
man is playing some ball.
he's balling his ass off. All right.
Hmm.
So let's move on to the receiving group. Let's grade out my man Rome Odunze. Boss man, what kind of grade do you give Rome for the season so far?
Rome, overall play. Not gonna get rid. I'm not gonna kill him with the drops. Overall play, I give him a B. The route running, um, doing some positive ball when you do catch it, run after the catch. I guess. I give him a B. I think that man could be really turning heads if he makes some of them catches. And the catches that he's dropping is not because he can't catch. It's trying to make that second move after get the ball. Catch the ball first, run second. That's the way we all were trained, right? Catch first, run second. And he's got to bring that back to his game.
Okay.
I just feel like he needs to, as we say, when the ball hits your hands, catch it. That's my only issue
Okay?
is his drops.
Ball hit your hand, catch it.
But other than that, I don't have an issue with him. I'll give him a B as well. But it's them drops just don't make it an A. It don't. That's the reason why I can't give him an A. But some of those drops were key as to keeping the drives going, or scoring. So,
Right.
but
Yeah.
other than that, I mean, I ain't gonna shit on him. Yeah, I give him a B. He's a young kid
I'm gonna
going
give him
into the role.
I'm gonna give him a C plus because of how highly he was touted when he was drafted. Talking about his hands and his route running, and those
Contested
things
catch, man.
are not what I expected. I'm gonna give him a C plus. He's still a good receiver. He's still developing, but you can't drop the ball when it hits you in the hands. You just can't. You just can't.
Nope,
Can't
just can't.
do it.
Absolutely not.
You know.
And especially when you are known for making contested catches.
Right.
If that was one of your sticks coming out of
Washington.
college, then it
Yeah.
should be the same when you it should be the same when you get to
Same.
the next level.
Right. Same hands, man. Come on.
Make them contested catches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing.
He
The
better
same thing that made you whatever draft pick you were, bring that with you to the NFL because
bring
you
that
wasn't doing that at Washington.
and
I
everything else
watched him
you
at
build
Washington
on.
because
Right.
they moved to the Big Ten. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it's just the focus. He's still young. He's finally getting some success. Last year was hard on all our rookies. This year he's seen a little success. He's seen a lot more balls, and I think he's just got to learn to deal with it better. Focus, refocus himself. I
Thanks,
think
J
the second
Mac.
half because he didn't drop it.
I was gonna say it, but I was like, J Mac gonna get it for me.
What I say? What I do?
You said he's seen a lot more balls. And J Mac was like, pause.
You know what? You know what? Listen, I miss all that. I don't,
Oh shit.
my kids be trying to get me to pause. I said, man, pause your ass. Get the fuck out.
Right, I know.
I got it. I just whatever. But
Pause your ass up
I
on out of
a
here.
lot more
Right, for
passes
real.
coming his way.
Yeah,
I think
but
he's turning around because
the
this
truth.
game he didn't have that one to make you like, God damn wrong. So I think if he refocuses himself in practice, get on his ass a little bit, I think the second half will be a lot better.
Let's cross our fingers because that seems like Caleb's favorite target. So hopefully.
Yeah.
All right. What about DJ Moore? What kind of grade y'all give him at this point of the season? He's kind of like a utility, all gadget type of everything kind of guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he needs to be, like we always say, I think he needs to be featured more in the receiving game. He's not featured too much in the receiving game, just along the line of scrimmage.
I agree.
So, I mean, with that, I mean, we not this is not the DJ Moore we used to seeing.
Right.
So,
right.
I'm just gonna have to. That's my dude. He tough as fuck.
Hey,
I gotta give him
it like you see it.
I gotta give him a C.
Yeah.
I gotta give him a C.
Me too. That's the grade I had too.
For DJ Moore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I won't ding him for the passes that he hasn't caught or been.
That's not his. That's not his fault. The ball not coming to him. That's not his fault.
Y'all got my whole brain fucked up with this pause shit. I'm trying to talk. I'm trying not to say certain shit.
Hey, talk your talk. Don't pay us no attention.
Right, for real. That's what we're gonna do anyway.
He can't control if the ball is not being thrown to him. Okay, so I'm not gonna ding him for that. What does he do when he got the ball in his hand? He's thrown a touchdown pass. He's caught a touchdown pass this year. He runs effective enough to make them think about, hey, make sure this guy, we know where this guy at. So it's almost like Sweat. He still affects the game. Look what happens when he come off the line. You'll see 2 or 3 people looking at him if he's in the middle of the field because they know his yak. That boy turns into a running back when he get that ball. And safeties and corners really don't want to see him at full speed coming towards them. So I'm going to say a B- because, he's usually at about 400-500 yards now. Where is he at now? I don't even know how many yards he got.
I don't even think he got 300 yet.
Right. So
I don't think
he's not being used like he did last year. But I think that if we get the ship right on offense, you're gonna see some crazy Deebo Samuel type runs after the catch. If we get him over the middle wide open.
Let me touch on that real quick before you switch off, Tone.
Real quick, he's got 408 yards for the season.
Okay.
403.
Okay.
Receiving yards.
Yeah.
Receiving yards.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that says yards.
Well,
It doesn't say receiving. It just says yards. Let me dig a little deeper.
Okay.
Yeah, because he has some rushing as well.
Right.
Right. Let me and then Tom, excuse me, J Mac, before I forget. When you're doing that, Tom, can you compare it to this time last year as well, so we can see where he fell off at?
Nah, I can't. I ain't gonna do all that. It's gonna slow us up.
Is it okay?
And to me, another thing when we teams are going to start playing DJ Moore around the line of scrimmage anyway, because that's the only time you really getting the ball. So
and that's by
I
design.
think, yeah, that's by design, but it's easy to guard.
Yeah, but what happens when you got Loveland coming
easy.
over the middle, 18 yards down the field?
But if the play is designed to go to DJ and he's around the line of scrimmage already, teams are going to start to figure out how to defend that. So
Yeah.
I just think they need to get him out on routes more.
So
and not be so predictable having him around the line of scrimmage.
So those 403 yards are his receiving yards. He for the season.
Okay.
For the season, he's at 457 scrimmage yards.
Okay.
So to continue, when I say
total, his total last year was 966.
DJ Moore on the line of scrimmage. I'm sorry.
His total for receiving last season was 966. His yards from scrimmage was 1,041. So he's behind that tick. He's not. Yeah, he's behind that.
Right.
Slightly.
Okay. So he is a little bit more. Yeah, that's why I said B minus, because he's still on track for not that far off track from where he usually is. But what I was saying as far as by design, J Mac, is they're bringing him to the line of scrimmage like that to make the defensive linebackers react a certain way. If you remember, or if you think about it, Ben loves that soft throw over the middle so he can give his whoever getting the ball some room to operate after the catch. So although it may not be looking as good for DJ, it is doing what it's overall designed to do, to bring the defense up to the line so that that linebacker or slot receiver can creep behind them linebackers. They throw that seam route or that over route. So yeah, I think that's what it was drawn out, designed to do.
Well, I'm hoping to see more of that second half of this season, because in the first half, during this first half, I haven't seen that too much. So hopefully they use that to play off of it, like what you're saying. Because now I just haven't seen it. Them going over
and then another variable that we're missing, and I get it's the next man up. He wanted a 2 tight end system. When he was trying to do it with Komet, Loveland was out. Now he's trying to do it with Loveland, Komet is out. So you picture that when you got 2 significant tight ends holding the linebackers, and then now that safety got to worry about that run plus the over the top. So that means on the outside, those guys should be eating good. But with these injuries, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Who was the other significant tight end in Detroit? I know Sam Laporta. Who was opposite of him?
Wasn't it
Hockenson?
No.
Right. Some dude named Wright. He wasn't even known on 18.
So he wasn't significant. I was just wondering. He was just there to block.
I thought it was.
No, Hockenson got traded.
You know what, man? I think I'm thinking
when they drafted Laporta, they traded Hockenson. They never played together.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. Okay.
Yeah, I think they second tight end was, I think his name is Wright.
I'm just wondering, this 2 tight end system, what's the idea behind it? Because he never really had another strong tight end like Komet and Coast and Loveland. Like,
well, you can keep one in to block while the other one go out on routes.
Yeah.
But when you can keep them both in or send them both out on routes, that's a bad combination still.
Does he have an offense for that though? So he hasn't had to use it like that in Detroit. So I'm wondering, does he even have a scheme for that? Does it work? I'm wondering, does it work?
Well, yeah, but maybe that's what he's trying to do now because,
right,
like J Mac said, okay, one of the ways you can take Kelsey Kittles is by putting pressure on the quarterback, which means sooner or later you're going to have to hold that tight end to block, hold them in to block. By having somebody like Cole and Kmet on the field at the same time, you can have that tight end on the play side block, and then you can have one of them go out for the catch.
So
So
my whole point, I guess, behind all of that, instead of going the long route, we don't need one of them. We could trade one of them for something. Is what I'm saying.
for sure.
If we're gonna have one to stay back and block, we got them on the roster already. We got one of them. We don't need two receiving tight ends. Is what I'm saying.
Well,
it depends on what kind of system he's running. I don't know how he plays his tight ends.
I'm looking at the Detroit team, and I'm like, he wasn't using them like that, as both was receiving tight ends.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think he had two receiving tight ends. I mean, Laporta.
So, I think it's overkill. We got two.
It may have never been in his game plan then. So
that's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah.
So
I
now
think if
it may be
was
different.
Healthy, he would have been traded. Yeah, I do. I think if he was healthy, at the trade deadline in order to get a pass rusher, if we'd have got the right deal, and they could have put a third round pick with Kmet in there, I think if that would have been an issue where we can get a dominant pass rusher like some of the ones that we missed out on, I think if he was healthy, he'd been gone.
Because Loveland is Ben Johnson's draft pick. We know that.
Yeah,
right.
And with Loveland out, he still didn't dominate like he should have.
Well,
you know what I mean?
He
wasn't hurt.
You got to get the targets. If you ain't getting targeted, then
that man was getting targeted. He dropped a couple. He dropped the touchdown pass. He pulled a Mark Andrews on. I'm sorry, I had to say that. He pulled a Mark Andrews on us.
As bad as I hate to say this, shit, Caleb is the reason why he got that concussed. He got concussed.
Oh yeah, you said that last episode.
The pass was bad. The pass.
Okay, I didn't hear me. Let me. From Kmet?
Yeah.
That man came down on him when he's already on the ground. That's why he got a concussion. He hit that man with the shoulder to the head. He was already falling and drove his head to the back of the ground.
The thing about he had to reach back for that pass, I think. I remember.
He probably, I don't know. But the tackle was what caused. That man didn't have, that should have been a flag. He was already perpendicular to the ground, and he came in with that shoulder and hit him up under the chin, man. You could tell when he hit the ground. You see his arm kind of, how that arm stiffen up like that old T-Rex.
What penalty is that? Targeting? What would we call that? What penalty is that?
Yeah, it could be targeting. It could be it won't. Well, I don't know what they call it. What is it? Unnecessary
personal foul, right?
Personal foul,
like that.
Yeah, defenseless receiver.
Right.
Defenseless player, I think it's called.
All right. So let's get to the quarterback, Mr. Caleb Williams. What'd you say?
It's funny you said it because my next when they remember that hit he took on the sideline. When dude hit him on the sideline, I think it looked like to me he drove Caleb into the ground. Maybe I was reading too much in it because
I saw that. Yeah, I felt that too.
You don't think that should have been a penalty?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Right.
Yeah, definitely should have been. I think the Bears need to be writing the NFL about the penalties getting missed and all that shit. But
yeah, I think after a while you get to think you're being targeted. After a while, man, shit.
Right.
What kind of grade y'all giving Caleb Williams at the midpoint of the season? J-Mac, what you got?
C.
C? You said B or C?
It's C.
C.
It's a lot of improvement. A C. A lot of improvement. He's still, he's still young, still his second year. He's still got some accuracy issues. Hitting, holding on to the ball too long. Still trying to play a little bit hero ball once he can't find a receiver open, he gets to dance and get happy feet when he actually shouldn't. Sometimes just take off with the ball. Just be a little bit more quicker with his decisions. But yeah, a C. I'm pleased with it. I'm pleased with the improvement. I'm pleased with seeing him being able to run plays from the pocket and stay in the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I give him a C.
Yeah.
I did all that.
Okay.
I did all that for the first most of the same reasons. I won't go lower than that because he's better than he has improved. I don't think he's where he should be. That's where the C comes in at. I think he still holds on the ball too long. And I think that's because he wants the deep ball instead of taking what he's got in front of him. And then I still think he gets happy feet when he can't get the ball out when he want to get it out. He starts getting happy, when he don't even have to. Like J-Mac, you could just step up in the pocket and still deliver a strike if you would just throw to the underneath receiver.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I give him a C. He's
I want to
definitely
grade
better
him.
than he was last year, especially with. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead. Finish saying what you're saying, bro.
I was saying I definitely think what he had to deal with his I was going to say freshman, his rookie year. I think he's definitely better than that.
So if you're giving him a C this year, what you give him for last year? I'm curious to know.
Last year I gave him a D, not because of who he's working with, because he held on the ball too long. 68 sacks. What was it, J Mac? How many was because he held on the ball too long?
I say a third.
Okay, so
And
yeah,
that's just
that's
me.
why
I say a third on coaching, a third on alignment, and a third on Caleb.
I
So
think
to
it's a
me,
little
I
bit more
push
should
that
be on
blame all the
Caleb
way on
ass.
him.
I think it should be a little bit more on him because don't
All
nobody
right.
make him hold that ball but him. You know what I mean? You this ain't your first game. You played a lot of football in your life, so I'm not finna give you that one. You know what I mean? I've seen quarterbacks on a bad team have great passing years. So nah, he just held on that ball too long, and then you asking a line. I don't care how great they are. You can't ask a line to consistently block for 4 or 5 seconds against somebody who's trying to kill you. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That was too much of them to ask out of that man. But at the same time, he had the same checkdowns last year that he missing this year.
All right. So I'm gonna give him a B minus. That's my grade, a B
Okay.
minus. I think
Okay.
if we're grading fairly from what I saw last year and what I see now at this point of the season, he's
hmm
improved every
hmm
part of his game. Every part of his game is better. I think yes, he holds on the ball too long, but
Okay.
not nearly as much as he did last year. Um, his yards
Right.
per
No. He's not. He's not.
his yards per throw is up. The scoring is up for the Bears. They top what 5 team in points. Got to get up. Got to give him some credit
Yeah.
for
Nope,
that.
number
Yeah.
six.
20,
Number six. Number six.
They're number
20
six in total
26.
points.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
and I
Top
think he
10. I'll
does.
take it.
I think he does well in the pocket. He's not perfect in the pocket. He's not great in the pocket, but he's a lot better in the pocket from the beginning of the season to now. He's a lot better.
Like,
hundred
so
percent
Okay.
better.
you can see him start at some point. You can start to see the happy feet go
You can
away,
see it. Yeah. Yeah.
and but
You can
then
see the eye.
these past few games they start to come back.
Yeah, facts. He
Yeah.
does have
Yeah.
the happy feet, and
Right.
I've seen him the past couple of games, but overall for the season, the happy feet is not as prevalent as it was last year.
Nope,
He's
very
playing
so
with more
agree.
discipline than he was. I think that has a lot to do
Facts.
with Ben Johnson drilling it in his head.
hmm
He can
hmm
get better at that because me and J Mac both said he got to take the underneath throws and stop trying to be Superman. But he does that too better than
Right.
he was doing before. Um, I'm not ready to
Ooh, a
see.
lot better than that last year.
I'm
Yeah.
not ready to see. I'm not ready for a complete Caleb Mack. He's not complete. He's not close. I said it before and I'll say it again. Last season is a wash. He had incompetent
Right.
coaching around him. It's like
Yes.
he had to start all
Yes.
over with a real coach, real coaching staff.
Right.
And
Right.
because
Yeah.
of that, he might be a little bit behind Drake
Okay.
May. Because of that, he might be a little bit behind Jaden Daniels. But he's going to level up. He's going to level up. He should level up by the end of the season. We should see a more improved Caleb Williams because we already seeing it now from last year. But yeah, that's the grade I'm gonna give him.
Right.
B minus.
My only
Okay.
pushback to that is if when you in the NFL, you get drafted, this is your dream job. I don't care how bad the coaching is. You take everything you can from whatever staff that was there and you just learn it. soak that shit in because.
But what if they're not teaching you the right things or not teaching you some things at all?
But at the same time, this is his first stint in the NFL. You don't know shit anyway.
Exactly my point. If you don't know nothing, they teaching you bullshit. They're not teaching you the right stuff. Then you come into the next season with the wrong stuff. Now somebody's got to break you down and say,
I wouldn't necessarily say it's the right and the wrong stuff. It's just what you're willing to take in. It's the coaching. I mean, if you're not willing to take the coaching and take in what's being told to you, how do you know if it's right or wrong?
Because it doesn't work.
I mean, I'm quite sure they preached to him. No, but I'm quite sure they preached to him last season. I think get rid of the ball, get rid of the ball, get rid of the ball. And you know, if you're not just staying on them, then I don't know.
You're not good coaching. And I don't even know if they preached that to him. They probably. I can see them saying, this is what we drafted Caleb for, his escapability and to throw on the run. Let's just let him play to his strength. I can see them saying it. Let him play to his strength. That's coaching staff was not that good, man. I can see them saying that. They wasn't. No.
You know what?
Ben Johnson was like, nah, we're not going to do that every play. We're going to do that when it's necessary. Pull it out when it's necessary. You ain't finna play like that under my watch.
Right.
You see it.
It wasn't so much as I understand what he's saying about coaching, what you're saying about coaching, Tony. I understand what you're saying, J Matt, because at some point you got to the NFL. You know how to play quarterback. You know, some of these reads that you should have been hitting like the checkdowns, that don't take no coaching. That's just instinct. That's, you know what I'm saying? So, but
it's not instinct. That's not how you ever played. Instinct is how you. Instinct is what you normally do.
The running back is in the flat. It don't take a rocket. You know, it don't take a rocket science to see that it's a running back in the flat wide open, and they killing you. You've been sacked.
But your instinct all your life was to play Superman. You're not for to play Batman. You're not for to be Batman.
That one too.
You can't be Batman if you've been Superman your whole life.
Well, but okay. I get what you're saying, and I really do. But I mean, come on. I don't know. I can't.
That's not your instinct. Your instinct is not
you're going to hold the ball anyway.
Your instinct is not to pull out your grappling hook off your waist, off your belt. Your instinct is to go fly and hit this motherfucker in the face. That's your instinct. That's how you've been playing your whole life.
Okay, but each level of the game, you learn something different. Yes.
Supposedly, but if you got you're not the coach.
If you're not learning, then that's a different thing. I get what you say. I agree with what you say about the coach, Tom. I'm not giving them motherfuckers an inch. That's not what I'm saying. But self-preservation, motherfucker, get rid of the ball. I mean, I think that should be common sense, right? Even at the first two games, what you're saying, Superman ball, I get it. But after getting knocked on your ass 10 to 15 times over 4 games, you don't think you like, listen, I got to get rid of this goddamn ball, bro.
The man been knocked on his ass before and playing Superman ball. He gonna be like, you know what? But the next time I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna throw a strike for a touchdown because he's done that before. That's just who he is. That's how he's wired. And you can't take it completely out of him. You can dial it back like Ben Johnson has done.
Right.
But you can't take it completely out of him if you've been doing this for what? 4 years of college and 4 years of high school and Pee Wee. You've been doing this your whole life. This is who you are.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why let me say this because I didn't ever get a chance.
Why he got drafted.
I piggybacked off what y'all said. I do think that Caleb is better, way better than he was last year. I believe the hangups are on the coaches. The third thing you were saying, J Mac, I agree with spreading it around, but yeah, a little bit more in the third went on Caleb with the sacks last year because 6
they
years
had some numbers posted.
Really
I can't remember exactly what it was, how many were on Caleb, but it wasn't a third. But that's we don't necessarily.
You know they're gonna misconstrue those numbers and try to put blame on this. I mean, if you watching ball, if you're watching the game, you know, you know.
No, I feel what you're saying right there.
That's all I got.
All right,
that's all I got to say about
that. What did you say, man? My phone ringing. It muted me. What did you say, J Mac? I missed the whole
numbers. He said the numbers are misconstrued. That
right.
Yeah.
Right. They're gonna put them numbers over here and over there. But if you watching the game, you know how them sacks come about.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, right. Because it's certain stats they're gonna put. I get what you're saying. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get to Ben Johnson. What's the grade we giving him?
Shit. A plus 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 plus.
I'm gonna give him a
And
B.
I say that because he and the culture is changing. The locker room is geeked. He's
Right.
holding people accountable. He's not throwing people under the bus. He's holding himself accountable. He's giving detailed answers as to what he wants and where we're at. That is a work, young man. That is a work. He came in here. He said what he was going to do. He hasn't wavered, despite some of the the idiots out there who trying to pick at his job. For a first year coach, I love where it's at. You put that up against Nagy and some of these other first year coaches, being killing their ass.
I give him a B.
Give him a
And
B.
just on those reasons that not just he's killing them, and just everything else. The coaching staff, the culture, um, just being just flat out honest with us as
Mm-hmm.
fans, and not feeding
Mm-hmm.
us bullshit and no acronyms and all that other bullshit. It's really refreshing for your head coach to get up there and speak on the same shit that we see.
Facts.
And
And do what he
he's
say he gonna
very
do.
right, and he's very truthful and forthcoming with that shit. So yeah, I give him a B. And there's a lot of room for improvement. I think we got the dude.
I agree with J Mac. I agree with both of what y'all said about him. I agree with J
Mm-hmm.
Mac's grade, a B. Yeah, he's changed the
Mm-hmm.
culture, the locker room. The guys believe in what he's saying.
Okay.
He's a hell of a play caller, but some of his play calling,
What
I
makes it
question.
not a A? That's what I want
Some of his play calling is not
to. Okay.
always
Okay.
there.
But you have to try to find out whether it work or not. Take this out. Keep this one. Throw that one out.
Okay, but when you do that,
I when you could tell a man
when you do that,
when you
you
could tell
lower
a
your
man to
grade
flat
for
out. Okay. But I mean, I get what you're saying. Yeah, ultimately do lower your grade, but it's gonna make it a super grade later on in the season. You
yeah,
got to do
maybe
that to see
later.
what you
Yeah,
can work with. You got to know what play. Yeah, you suck at this play. Throw that out. Oh man. Oh, man. And then when you think about the concept that he's trying to run, it's not easy. It's the first time I've ever heard how much information being dumped on these players. When you could tell the person they wrong in the manner and how he says it flat out, and they still smile and respect you, that's a leader of men. That's an A in my book. You can, I mean, because some of the way he come at these players, some of these prima donnas will be like, "Fuck you, Ben. I make $20 million a year." But to do that and then follow up with it and how they play, and he says truthfully, we wasn't good at that. They're still not playing like champions. They're still not playing like winners. They're still not practicing like winners. And still, you ain't heard one of them players say a bad word. No grumblings coming out of the locker room. That's a leader of men right there, man.
all
That's
of
an
those
A to me.
facts. Um, his team though, for some reason, they can't get
Mhm.
off the penalties. Is it
Yeah, yeah,
why
yeah.
just his team though? It's just
Okay.
My personal opinion, I think it'll get cleaned up.
It
Like
will. It will.
going into this second half, and especially going into um our division play. I
Hmm.
think it'll really get cleaned up at that point.
crossing my
Well,
fingers,
here's
brother.
here's the thing. Here's what I think. When you look at how long this particular lineup has been playing together, that's how you could. That's the only thing that would make me drop it to an A. For instance, these guys been play. I mean, drop it to a B. If these guys have been playing together for the last 3 or 4 games, then y'all should have your shit together. And these penalties are simply a lapse of focus. Now, do we put that on the coach or do we put that on the players? Because coaches coach, players play.
Most of it goes on the player. Some of it go
Okay.
on the coach for not getting them on point. Simple as that. The player need to be
Yeah.
disciplined enough. Player need to be.
Hmm.
It's mostly on them.
Right.
You gotta pay attention. You gotta focus. You gotta be disciplined. But the coach gotta, man. If I'm seeing it in
Hmm.
practice, I'm definitely gonna see it on the field. So in practice,
Hmm.
they gotta be like, "Hey, man,
Right.
get off my field, because you bullshitting." You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You gotta
But at,
be.
but at the end of the day, if every lineman every other day you got to tell them get the fuck off the field. You still got to put some product on the field game day.
Hey man, you're gonna have to let them.
So
Tough love, because you. This is
I know.
it's rearing its head in the game. Because it got to be
Right.
happening in practice if it's happening in the game, unless they just get in the game and they get
You know
scared.
it because you play like you play like you practice, so it's
Facts.
definitely happening in practice. Like you said, everything you said, I believe it. I believe in, Tone. I just know that after a while, I mean, what else can I do? And then you got to put something on the field. You know what I mean? Saying you got to put somebody on the field. So until the next time we're able to make a trade, and to the next time we're able to make the draft pick, that's what we got to deal with.
Hey, can coaches fine players for penalties? I don't think they can, but I'm curious to know.
I don't know if they can find a
They probably can do something inside in house.
Right.
Every time a pre-snap penalty, we taking 5 G's from you, man.
If they could do that, they'd have been doing it, and we wouldn't have no penalties.
Right.
Hey, if they could do it, do that shit.
The quickest way to get a motherfucker attention is pain and in their pockets.
In their pockets.
I got a quick question. Well, 2 quick questions. What do you think is our best defensive output of this first half of the season? What do you think is our worst defensive output? Off the top of your head.
Off the top of my head.
The best. Well, let me rephrase that. The best defensive game that we've put out in this first half.
Oh, shit! I can't pick one. Ain't none of them been. Oh well, I guess you got to pick one.
So what's Dennis Allen grade?
Dallas.
That was the worst. That's your best.
Shit.
Yeah.
Statistically,
I'm talking about turnovers. You mean in a point as far as points given up? Because
no, they're just
it'll have to be the Saints game. It'll have to be the Saints game.
Yeah, that's my pick too. It's either
Dallas only gave up 14 points. Didn't they have 2 interceptions against Dallas? Or 3? No, they had 4 turnovers against Dallas.
Yeah, but you got to think about the Saints game. Yeah. 4 turnovers, 254 total yards, 16 touchdowns. I mean, 16 first downs.
Right.
So I mean, Dallas had more than that.
Okay.
And even the game in which they lost to Minnesota, they only gave up 253 total yards.
It was that fourth quarter.
Game. Yeah, it was that fourth quarter.
They gave, quarterback.
So those 2 games are real close as far as the best defensive output, in games. That's what I'm looking at.
Okay.
I'm giving Dennis Allen a D, y'all. I'm giving him a D.
I totally
and that's a gift.
Agree.
That's a gift. That D minus. What I say about the coach A plus, he can get a D minus.
Yeah.
I'm giving Hightower's team a D minus.
Yeah, special team
good with that one. Yeah, I'm giving him an F.
I'm generous.
Yeah.
D minus is generous.
Right, I'm giving him an F.
And how you the oldest tenure coach on the fucking team and your damn crew is doing the worst?
Yeah, and then Cairo, he's what, 70% from field goal? No, it's not.
What about Torrey, man? What about Torrey? It's punter.
I mean, he 26 punts on a year? And that's a lot less than last year. So Caleb trying to keep his word, he won't be punting too much.
What's his average? His
average is 48 yards, net yards.
Sorry, yeah.
He's got 8. He's got 8 inside the 20.
That's good. If he only got 26 punts, 8 of them inside the 20, that's pretty good.
It could be better.
Yeah.
It could be better, though.
He's probably the only bright spot, and that's not really very bright.
Yeah.
It's not.
No, it's not.
It's not because I don't see the 4th round. I don't see the 4th round value in him yet.
Nah, he gonna have to dominate.
Have y'all?
Nope. He gonna have to hit.
Right. So
50% of his punts gonna have to be inside the 20 for a 4th round pick. Yeah, punter.
Yeah, more than that actually.
More than that.
But but because he was touted as to have a big leg, and I mean on some days you see it, some days you don't.
And he was touted to be able to control his punts. Like he can punt it where he want to.
Right.
I don't see it. I don't see it consistently.
Right.
I've seen it a couple times.
Ain't seen that yet.
All right, fellas. Well, I'm gonna wrap this podcast up unless y'all want to add something for the ending of it.
Yeah, y'all hit that. Y'all hit that like and subscribe down there, and check us out for some extra bear content.
Yes, sir. All right.
Hey, bear down all day, every day. If you want to hear real talk, no frills, no bullshit, tune in, guys. Tune in.
Yes, sir. Hey, boss man, J Mac.
For sure.
I'm loving y'all takes, man. Appreciate y'all coming through. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate you having me.
Good shit. Good shit.
Thanks for having us.
And,
all day, bear down, baby.
Yes, sir.
Let's close out this second half of the season.
Yeah. Look, we won 5 of
the red zone. Touchdown for the red zone.
We won 5 of our first 8 games. We can duplicate that with the next 9 games.
10-6.
That's 10 or 11 wins.
That's 10, 11, and 6.
I know the schedule looks a little harder. Schedule looks a little harder.
Right.
I mean, we should be getting better too. So if the schedule's harder and we get better, we can
get better just like everybody else. Yes.
Steady progress. That's all
If we can get consistent progress. If we can get consistent defense and keep that offense on the field, we'll be blowing people out with that offense, bro. That offense will blow people out. If the defense can do its part, we'll be blowing people out.
All right, fellas. I'll see y'all next go round.
In that trajectory.
Yes, sir. Facts. I'll catch y'all later, fellas.
Yes, sir.
All day, every day, baby.
All right.